Hi everybody, it's Robert here, and I'm gonna try my hand at doing some reviews and discussions as well as my remakes. So anyways, please guys, put your hands together, for I will be reviewing, my first item I'll be reviewing, the Crosby Station Cargo Truck. So, the Crosby Station Cargo Truck was a way for learning curve to basically release items that can go off the rails. Items like these included Birdie, Terrence, Harold, the Topham Hatt's car, the Crosby Station Cargo Truck, the Soder Bay Cargo Ship, and the Soder Bay Tugboat. However, at the end of the 20th century, only the characters that had been seen in the TV series made it out of the 20th century, which were Birdie, Terrence, and Harold. Unfortunately, the Crosby, the Soder Bay Cargo Ship, and the Topham Hatt's car ceased production while the Soder Bay Tugboat went on strong until 2008, when it was retired and the day at the worksite. But basically, all these items were used individually. They were all gone by 1999. So the Crosby was one of the first items to be retired, as well as the Topham Hatt's car in 1996. However, the Crosby had two variations of the truck. Basically, there's a 1993 one and the 1994 to 1996 one, which was retired, by the way, in 1996. So anyways, I don't have the 1993 one to do a comparison with the 1994 one, but I was able to make arrangements with Mr. 1755 or Wooden Railway Studio or Aidan, that's one of his names, who has a 1993 Crosby, and I asked him to take some pictures of it so I can do a comparison, and he happily agreed. So Aidan, this review is dedicated to you. Thank you so much for your help. This couldn't have been done without you. Thanks, man. Alright, so in the majority of the screen we'll have my Crosby, and on the top right you'll be seeing Aidan's Crosby. So, let's get this comparison started. Okay, so looking at the front of the Crosby, you can see that there is a silhouette of a man driving the truck, obviously. He's on the right side of the truck, which is kind of like the American style of how you drive. You know, you are on the right side of the car, and on the left side of the English way. So, basically, that's kind of interesting to note. So the Crosby Station Cargo Truck has four differences. The front is being one of them, and the sides, and there's one on the bird's eye view. So on the front of the Crosby, you can see on mine's and on Aidan's that the little headlights you see there are different. Mine's has magnetic bolts that are kind of, like a mirror, like a magnet, and are actually can be pulled by other cars, such as, Thomas maybe, or Topham Hatt's car. Aidan's Crosby, I'm not sure if it can pull, if it's magnetic, but it looks like there are a bit of rusty nails there. They look like nails that are kind of rusty, over time, and that's one of the differences, and I think it's kind of cool how they changed it up. It's not one of the big differences that you can see. I think it's actually the smallest difference, but it's there. So taking a bird's eye view of the Crosby, there's not much, but as you can see on the wooden part that's not painted, there are actually staples on the 1993 version, and there's no staples on the 1994 version, my version. So anyway, if you take a look under the Crosby, on most 1992 items, you can see that there are staples for the chassis. Now, because the Crosby, the wheels are connected to the model itself, there will be no need for staples. I'd just be kind of stupid ways of staples. But the Crosby, for some reason, had staples on the top, which is a way to, keep the load down. So, anyways, in the 1994 version, when staples went away, the staples on top of the Crosby went away too, and instead, it was glued onto the bottom. You can actually see some glue peering out of my Crosby, and as I show you this back view. And basically, the back of Aidan's Crosby is, nothing special from mine. So we could just kind of move that picture aside. So yeah, so on the top of the Crosby in the 1993 one, there's staples in the wooden part, and on mine there's no staples, which I kind of like that better. I don't know, really, it doesn't really matter to me, staples, no staples. So, now let's take a look at the side of the Crosby, the last two differences of the 1994 and 1993 ones. So, the 1993 Crosby, you can take a look at Aidan side there, but the 1993 one and 1994 one are different. Let's take a look at the hard to find or hard to spot difference. Now there are two differences here. One of them is harder than the other, but I'm just gonna go with the hard one first. It's not really that hard actually. Most of these differences are pretty easy to pinpoint, but you know, out of four pretty easy differences, you gotta make up your mind which is hard and which is not. Anyways, back on track, or should I say road. But anyways, the Crosby has train wheels, like a normal train wheels, like you can find easily on a Mavis, Bill, Ben, Terrence, James, Troublesome Truck. You know, you can find those wheels anywhere. Mysteriously, they're somehow on the Crosby, which is not right because the Crosby is supposed to be a road character, and for some reason they added train wheels. Maybe they haven't realized, or you know, not realized, but made road wheels that are actually good until 1994, when they added the correct wheels to the Crosby, the road wheels, so that's good too. So now there's 1994 one with road wheels, the actual road wheels that are still being used today, if any road wheels are still being made, and the 1993 train wheels. Anyways, there's another difference, which is really, really, really easy to notice. It actually might be, if you see the Crosby in a package, it might be the easiest, it will be the easiest detail to notice what's missing from 1982 and 1994. So you can probably already see it right now. The Crosby Station Cargo Truck, the door on the 1993 one has nothing, has no signs of any wording, it's just a purple door. While the 1994 one has the lettering Crosby Station Cargo on the door. Now, I think that they made a good decision to make the 1994 one Crosby Station Cargo, and I'll get to that in a minute though, in which I'll pick my favorite. But that is the main key difference, that there's no lettering on the 1993 one, and there are words on the 1994 one, which is really, really cool. You know, I guess Learning Curve was trying to be less lazy by adding words and just, you know, reducing a Crosby without any words on it. And I think it was a really nice touch to it, and I really actually enjoyed the fact that Learning Curve made that. And now I'll explain which Crosby is my favorite. So between these two, I have to pick a favorite. And without a doubt, this is actually a no-brainer for me. My favorite has to be the 1994 model of the Crosby Station Cargo Truck. Now, it's not because I don't have the 1993 one so I can cherish it more, you know, maybe get a change of mind, which is my favorite, but consider the following. If you're walking down the street and you see the Crosby Station Cargo Truck go by, the 1993 one, you would think to yourself, oh, hey, well, that's a plain purple truck. But however, if you're walking down the street and you see the Crosby Station Cargo Truck with the lettering go by, you would think to yourself, oh, hey, that's a Crosby Station Cargo Truck because there's lettering. The reason why I like the 1994 one better than the 1993 one, not because it's, you know, I have it and I don't have the 1993 one, but because the 1994 Crosby has more character. The reason is it has more character is because the 1993 one has no lettering, so you can think that's, you know, a plain purple truck that belongs to some company. But however, the 1994 Crosby has the words Crosby Station Cargo on the door, so you can think to yourself that the truck belongs to the Crosby Station Cargo Company. So that's an easier way to know. It gives it more character because it details what kind of company the Crosby Station Cargo Truck belongs to, or the truck, excuse me. So that's why I like the 1994 one better. I couldn't care less about the metal, the nail headlamps or the staples on top because you're not really looking at that much. The staples are actually, I think, a nice touch. I don't really care for them. Staples are staples, but they're okay. But the main difference is the Crosby Station Cargo Truck has words on the 1984 one. That's why I like it better, because it gives them more character. And sure, the road wheels are a nice touch too. It tells that, this is a road vehicle, not a rail vehicle. But I guess kids can kind of figure that out since they know what a car looks like. So in comparison of the two, I like the 1994 one better because it has more character added to it. So guys, that is my take on the Crosby. It's a really nice model. It's kind of cute. I can really tell why people want it so much because it's a simple plain truck that adds a lot of detail and character to your wooden railway layouts as well as your road parts. So I like the Crosby a lot. Unfortunately, other people like it too. So if you're able to find a Crosby on eBay for a decent price, they usually go to $35 to around $75. So it's a pretty decent price for one around these days. So if you can find one for that good of a price, or even lower, you never know. I will highly recommend you get it because you will be astonished at the simplicity of this item and how it has touched so many people, and that made it one of the rarest items in the Thomas Wooden Railway line. It's around the top 20, top 10. But yeah, that's my take on the Crosby. I hope you guys like these reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Subscribe if you want to see more remakes or reviews. And next review, I'll be doing another 1992, 1993 item that there hasn't been a review on YouTube of this item. There has been, but not at the moment because the account was shut down. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that review as well. So anyways guys, stick around for that review. Stick around for more remakes. I'm Aidan Scotsman. You should totally subscribe to me more often and see you guys for whatever comes next.